I've got insanely expensive bike for you. I've got something in the middle. I've got some budget bikes also. And for all those who are searching for their first mountain bike and they are surprised how many groupsets there are from SRAM and Shimano, you only need to remember only two groupsets, nothing more. I'm going to show you everything and you will know about it all you have to in a couple of minutes. Let's start from the really bottom for mountain bikes, which is Shimano Qs. So this is one chainring at the front, 9 at the rear. So this is the most budget friendly group set. It is cheap, good, and just enough for beginner mountain bikers. Yes, I'm saying mountain bikers. So if you're going for some mountains, some easy single trails, it will be good. The biggest downside of this one is that we have here this climbing gear, 46 teeth. It is huge, and the difference between the lowest and the second gear is so big that the derailleur has problems switching from 1 into 2, from 2 into 3, and then it all goes really well. You can see it also in the video linked in the description, but it's okay. It's not the one I told you to remember. It's just okay for really budget bikes. But here I would rather recommend the 1x10 Shimano Qs, not 1x9. Let's go for the budget SRAM drivetrain, and that is SRAM NX. There's NX and SX, 12-speed group set, and this is okay. I mean, it will work okay on the new bike, but all of you guys who are coming to my workshop with those NX drivetrains, Eagle, that are maybe ridden for 1,000, 2,000 kilometers, there will be some problem in changing the gears, because this is too flexible, and after a while it becomes difficult to adjust. So NX, SX is not something I would recommend. It is cheap, it's okay, but not the one to remember from this video, okay? Let's go up there. We've got still pretty budget-friendly group set, but really well working, and it's got almost all the features of those most expensive group set, and that's the Deore. That's the first one to remember here. Shimano Deore. We've got 1x12 drivetrain. We've got 10 through 51 teeth sprocket, and the shifting is really good. Of course, it has the downside of 1x drivetrain, but all of the bikes you are buying now are pretty much 1x. So Deore, budget friendly, pretty good, and you will also like really light way, simple, soft way of those shifters. The way they work, soft and nice, most of the riders will like it, okay? So this was Shimano Deore. Now when we go up the ladder into Deore XT, so we are skipping SLX, going to XT, pretty much the same features, shifting pretty much the same. One thing that only racing mountain bikers will like, but some won't, is that the operation, that's the word I was searching for, of this shifter is pretty hard. And that's for the shifter to give the momentum for the cable to shift under load and in some really difficult off-road terrain. So this is the XT. You don't need XT to be fast and even race on some marathons, mountain bike, even cross-country. Deore is enough, okay? And now, from SRAM, this is something I recommend, even though I have X01. The one to remember from SRAM today is GX. It's a little heavier than this one, heavier version of this one, but the operation so smooth, the shifting so crisp. And now, the downside of this one is it doesn't have the cassette 1051, it's 1052. Again, when you see such a large difference in number of teeth of those two sprockets, the shifter will have some problems right here. I mean, it will shift really good when the bike is new, but many of you come to my workshop having broken off some of the teeth here because of how hard it is for the derailleur when you are racing, for example, to shift between these two. But it used to be 1050, so for those who are buying used bike, yes, I do recommend 1050 cassettes, but now the only thing you can have is 1052. The other thing is you don't need such a big sprocket because amateur, even pretty advanced amateur riders will usually have 32 or 34 at max chainring, and I would say 52 is for those who will use 36, 38. So for real racing application for those super strong riders. But still, SRAM GX and Shimano Deore are the two groupsets to remember. Now the last one. Danny, what about this new, amazing, wireless, electronic SHIT? It is also GX, but don't be misled, this is the battery operated one and it's bad. Why is it so? It's not faster than the mechanical one, it's slower. Actually, when you operate it like click, 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 the derailleur won't follow your clicking. It will go like, and I don't exaggerate now, it will go tick, 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 tick. And that means this is for racing, right? And when you are racing XC, for example, when you want to change quickly from, even not from the end, but from the middle of the cassette to the lowest gear, before the derailleur does the work, you're already going down the hill. It is bad. I don't recommend it. It's expensive. And it's not because I don't like SRAM. Remember, SRAM GX mechanical, that's what I recommend. SRAM GX transmission AXS, really bad thing. Another thing is that for some reason it will need adjustment almost every time when you remove the wheel from the bike and put it back on. On my bike, one day it works flawlessly, the other day it will skip the teeth. You can also see it in the video. This is weird. I'm trying to return it actually because I bought it for my own money. I don't recommend that. But remember, Shimano Deore and SRAM GX will be something that won't break your budget and will work pretty well.